The Evolved Hunter is coming to Clash Royale. Effectively, the ability of the Evo Hunter is that it casts a net onto your opponent's troop, immobilizing it for up to 4 seconds. And yes, this works on any troop: Lava Hounds, P.E.K.K.A.s, Giants, Royal Giants, everything. If you want more details on the Evo Hunter, you can look at the short that I just posted. But all that you really need to know is that the card is going to be really strong next season. So, in honor of this soon-to-be broken card coming our way next season, I'm going to be showing you the best 3 decks for the new Evo Hunter card. And we're going to be playing 2 games with each of these 3 decks, with the goal being that you will be well equipped to use the Evo Hunter come next season. So get your credit card ready and come along for the ride as I show you the best 3 decks for the new Evo Hunter. Alright, into our first match of the video. Deck number 1 that we're going to be using is Royal Giant. I'm sure you saw this coming. This is obviously the deck that everyone thinks of when you think of Hunter. So we're going to play 2 games with this, and then I'll show you the more obscure decks. Yeah, like I said, this deck is going to be really strong. All of the cards in this deck synergize so well together. So if you've ever thought about playing Royal Giant, next season's going to be a good time because next season we're going to take out the Evo Skeletons and you just put an Evo Hunter in, and I feel like it's going to be incredibly strong. My opponent drops his Knight. I'm just going to cycle an RG. I feel comfortable that I can probably defend whatever he throws at me in this situation. He just cycled his log as well, so not that big of a deal. Okay. I don't necessarily expect to break through. I was kind of just using this as an opportunity to cycle to my evolutions, so it's all good. Since he's giving us a little bit of value here, I'm just going to do this here. I want to find out. He probably has like a building. Yeah, he has like a Tesla or something like that. So like I said, wasn't trying to break through. I managed to cycle to my Evo Tesla pretty much inconsequentially, which is nice. Cool, cool, cool. Ghost here, maybe going to get one shot on the tower. It kind of looks like he's rocking Goblin Drill or even Expo. Those are kind of the 2 things that are coming to mind for me right now. We're going to drop an E-Spirit in the back. Just kind of wait and then drop a Hunter. I don't want to go Hunter behind that tower because I feel like he might take like a rocket or something. Okay, unicycle's a berry. Gonna cycle a log. This deck innately is very, very calm. It's very controlled. You don't need to make rash decisions, especially in single elixir. You need to be really careful going in for Royal Giants because the 6 elixir commitment is not necessarily, or not even necessarily, it's not cheap. Ghost here to clean up the bomber. And he'll have to play something else, so I'm going to go like this here to maybe catch Skellies. I mistimed it. Alrighty. Hunter here for this Fire Spirit, and we made it to double elixir. We haven't taken too much damage, so it's awesome for us. Probably drop something in front of this. Yeah, like a log or something. I'm still tiptoeing around him. I don't know 100% what the win con is yet. I want to be really, really careful here. We're going to go for a High Fisherman here. Pull in this Knight, and depending on what he plays, we might go for an RG. Okay, poison comes down. Let's drop the RG. Not that he would really poison the RG necessarily, but he spent some elixir. Okay, beautiful. Pretty easy defense there. We have a Ghost counter pushing. Let's pull back this, and we'll get ready to lightning the Tesla when it comes down. Okay. Don't know if we're going to break through here necessarily. We'll find out. So yeah, they definitely have a lot of options against RG because they have 2 buildings. So you got to know when to let it go. If you force out a lot of elixir, you can be happy and just kind of drop it. And taking lightnings where they give you value. When they give you value, I should say. I'll try and pull away this bomber. Alright. A little bit of poison value, but nothing too crazy. Alright, and I don't expect to break through with that RG, and I don't expect him to waste a Tesla, so we're just going to take a chill pill here. Drop an RG in the back. Kind of, you want to wait for your like the right time to strike. Like, you just want to control your tempo and play good defense. And when the time is right to go in, you just go in. Okay. And wait here. Okay, he used his logs. We're actually going to go Evo Skeletons. And these Evo Skeletons are going to force out a poison. And now look at all the trouble that he's in on the opposite lane. And this is what I'm talking about with RGs. You were probably watching that interaction, and you were like, God, he's playing so slow. He's not even going in. You just got to wait for the right time, man. And look at how difficult that one RG is for him. And we're just going to keep it controlled, man. We're controlling the pace of the game. That is how we're supposed to play it. Nice. Okay, he goes for the poison, so I'm actually going to apply a little bit of pressure here and then lightning the Tesla when it pops up. Let's just do it right away. Because it'll be hard for him to defend this. Nice. E-Spirit just to take care of the skeletons. And it's just so tough for my man. He has 2 buildings, but that's going to put us into lightning range. We're going to pressure opposite lane, cycle to a lightning, and give him the good game. So you can see the dominance that you can assert with this deck, dude. It was such an easy match against a deck with 2 buildings. Just imagine when the Evo Hunter rolls around next season. We'll see you in the next game. Into our next match here, still rocking Royal Giant. We're going to play 2 games with this, and then we have 2 more decks that are way nastier than this one. But this is the most fundamental Hunter deck in the game. We're going to go like this. We're going to eat 1 Hog Shot and then hopefully get a King Tower activation. I'm not sure if the Hog is going to live. Yeah, that's okay. So up here against Hog, ooh, 2 of the just OG decks going at it, man. It's kind of satisfying. We're going to do this. If he plays a cannon, I might log it because they never really expect the log. And then because of the log, it actually 2-shots the cannon. That's like a really important interaction to know. So you can see here we're going to get 2 RG shots, and all we did was log the cannon. Maybe 3? Nah, not quite, but that's okay. We will instead get maybe a King Tower activation. Okay, cool. And we only eat 1 Hog Shot, so I feel like that was worth it. Get King Tower activated. And now we're looking good. You have really decent answers, I feel like, for the Hog in the Fisherman and the Hunter. I'm going to Hunter on this early. Need to be mindful of him going for like a cheeky Firecracker or something. E-Spirit here just in case and kind of to distract the Doctor. Nice. I really like that E-Spirit. I think it was a good play. So far so good. You just need to be careful when they outcycle your Fishermen, because they definitely will. They have a very, very fast cycle. Nice. Good Spirit placement by my opponent. We both had the same idea. Alright, we're going to wait just a moment, and I will drop the RG and have my Fisherman ready. We're going to have to Fisherman this away. Then we're going to go for low Evo Skeletons probably. Or high Ghost, because he hasn't played anything just yet. But he did successfully bait out the Fisherman. That might have been his goal all along. We'll see. Hopefully this Ghost can snipe the Firecracker, but maybe not if he goes Skellies or something like that. Nope. Beautiful. Okay. I think I'm just going to let this go. Get any damage that it might. I'm going to log just in case he goes for Skeletons or something like that. Okay, nope. We're just going to get 2 shots for free. Low Hunter here. Going to make it so that Hog only gets 1 shot. Just need to watch out for like a Firecracker or anything. There it is. Yeah, we were ready for that. Kind of an obvious play. I mean, they love doing it. So we're not going to break through, but we did stop any potential damage from that Firecracker. And that Ghost might even go towards the tower. Cool. And he's going to have to drop Skeletons on that, and we're going to get 1 shot. We're going to pull this Fisherman to the opposite lane. We're just really, really controlling the tempo of this match. Mistimed that Hunter, unfortunately, though. We're almost inside of double Lightning Rage, so I don't even necessarily have to go in for a Royal Giant, depending on how he chooses to defend. We're going to do this early. Make him pop the ability, hopefully. Nice. And that he just wasted 2 elixir on that he can't spend going for a Hog. So that's kind of the idea with that interaction. And we have a Hunter for this, and the Skeleton should make it. So he doesn't get any damage, really. And then I might get ready to start cycling a Lightning here. Okay, if that Ghost gets a hit. Yeah, okay, that's going to put us into Lightning range. So GG's to that Hog player, or Lightning log range. I think we played it really well. I'm sure he could have done things to, have better won the match or put him in a position to win the match. So we're just going to Lightning this and log and take the game. So GG's to that Hog player. That is the first Hunter deck. Just goes to show how good it is. There are a lot better RG players out there than me, but that was pretty satisfying gameplay. So we're going to see you in the next match with our next deck. All right, into our next match here. The deck we're going to be rocking is this insane 3 Musketeers deck. I think 3 Musketeers are set to make a comeback next season with the Evo Hunter, with the buff that they got this season. I think 3 Musketeers are just slept on. We're going to cycle our Battle Ram to get to our Evo. We're going to be up here against Bait, and we're going to take a lot of damage because I kind of wasn't paying attention. So my fault, not the best defense, but we're going to rely on our Elixir Collector here. My main question right now is it the version of Bait that does run a spell or not? Probably go for a Valkyrie or, something like that. We're going to cycle our Knight. Curious to see if he rockets it. I tried to put it in a spot where it'll be difficult to rocket it, but we'll find out. I'm going to Bar Barrel here, just to make this a little more of a threat for him, hopefully. Nice. Good barrel placement in the front. I don't know if he knew where he was trying to juke something. A lot of times the way that this matchup works is you kind of get bullied in single, and then your hope really is to break through and double and triple and overwhelm them. So if your back is against the wall a little bit, just know that that's kind of how the match usually goes. So I think now is a decent time to go for an Elixir Collector. We will probably take some damage. He's going to spam us. But we have our Knight in cycle. We have our other cards in cycle that are decent at defending. So We have our Knight, we have our Bar Barrel, we have our Ghost, and he didn't actually play spell on the pump, so that's actually good news for me. He'll probably protect this princess. Surprisingly doesn't. Really thought he was going to. So that's cool with me. I'm not going to complain about that. I'll be ready for him to go for a barrel or any other spam. We're going to let that one on that side go and then just go for a bandit to take care of the Dark Goblin. So always about damage management when you play this deck. You're going to take damage, that's okay. You can bend, but don't break is kind of the expression that I feel like I would abide by. Let's do this here to see how he spams me. He doesn't have his Evo Barrel. Yeah, he can go Princess, that's fine. I'm going to save my Evo Hunter. I want it for like one of my large pushes. Or save my Evo Knight, sorry, excuse me. And try and defend with other troops until then. Remember, we can bend, but do not break is kind of the motto. Cycle a Ghost here. We have our Bar Barrel. Good, he juked me out a little bit. No, he actually didn't. We're going to do this just to try and force out some Elixir. We're going to drop our big boys in the back now. Moment of truth. Let's see how he opts to defend this. Okay, Princess comes down. Evo Battle Ram and Ghost in front of this. We're going to see if we can break through at all. Okay, we have our Bar Barrel ready here. Ghost comes down. Look at the right side. Look at the left side. Where did all his Elixir go? He just gave up. Yeah, man. I mean, we didn't even get to our Evo Battle Ram, but that's like so tough for them to defend. Like, we had such a massive Elixir advantage because of the pump. So really well played to us. Honestly, that was not a difficult matchup. We'll see you in the next game with the same deck. Alright, into our next game here. I don't actually have, if you can't tell by now, I don't have early access for the Evo Hunter, unfortunately. So that was just why I thought it'd be cool to show you some of the best decks. And, you know, when it drops next season on the first Monday of the month is when the new season starts. I'll be really excited to show y'all some of those interactions and things like that. But seriously, I think this deck is hella underrated. Maybe because the Evo Battle Ram is slept on and the Evo Hunter is slept on, so that's possible. Alright, we're going to catch this Miner here. And Hunter up top just to take care of the little Prince. Yeah, exactly. It does a lot of DPS. I think he might be playing like some weird Rune Giant Cycle deck or something like that, so we'll see. I think I'm going to go for an Evo Battle Ram. Sorry, a normal Battle Ram to cycle to my Evos. And it'll turn into Barbarians and defend this, or it should, depending on how much attention it draws. And we're actually going to pump up here. See if we can live. The goal whenever you go for your pumps is to make sure that you don't just lose your entire tower. At least that should be your goal. Plays a Miner on it. Going to do actually a pretty good amount of damage to my pump, so well played to him. We do have to defend this, though. My man spends a lot of Elixir on this, so I have to keep spending a little more. Just don't want to take too much damage following pumping up. So really good job by my opponent, absolutely doing the correct thing and applying pressure when I go for my pumps. He might not have a big spell, though. He might have Minor Poison. He might have chosen to go Miner on it instead of Poison it. I'm not entirely sure. So far, so good. I don't have my Evo Battle Ram and Cycle, so I'm going to pump up again. See how he responds. Last time he responded with a Miner in the back, so we're going to be ready. Or he might just try and go for a punish. Maybe you can catch it. Really good job mixing up the Miner placement. He mixed it up because he played it in the back last time. He played it in the front this time, so he knows what he's doing. Even the Miner just getting like 2 little shots on the Elixir Collector. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to go Battle Ram here. I want to cycle to get the Evo in hand before we go in. But we're looking really good. I have not too many complaints here. We're going to drop these bad boys. And we're going to wait. Wait for our time to strike. Okay, so we did have a poison. That actually does make sense. Since we do bait out the poison, we're going to go for another Elixir Collector. Kind of unfortunate, but should have known that he had a poison or something. So we're going to wait. We're going to play a little more defense before we go in. I want to try and grant myself a little bit more of an Elixir advantage before we go in. That little Prince is actually 1 Bar Barrel away. He's going to get a nice poison off. We're going to get a Knight in front of this, and we're going to spam on the opposite side because he got really aggressive with that. He also spent a Goblin Curse, so we're going to just spam him as much as we can and hope that he can't defend, or at the very least that there will be some struggle to defend. We're going to snipe these evil skeletons and continue to apply pressure. Because that's what this deck does, right? Yeah, he calls GG's. He knows it. He doesn't have any Elixir, so really well played to us. We're going to give him the GG's back. No need to BM. We played it really, really well, and that's what that deck does, man. So next season with Evo Hunter, that deck's going to be cracked. We're going to hold that W. I'll see you with our final deck. Into our last deck of the video with what I think is probably one of the most underrated Hunter decks in the meta, generally speaking. Giant Beatdown with Hunter. This deck is not as straightforward as maybe you would think it would be to play, and with the Evo Hunter next season replacing probably the Evo Zap, this deck is going to be like unstoppable. I'm really looking forward to seeing, you know, Giant maybe make its way back into the meta. Nice. And Bandit shouldn't charge here. Okay, never mind. Bandit did charge there. Just going to cycle a Zap here. Looks like he might be playing P.E.K.K.A. or some sort of bridge spam deck. Maybe Graveyard with a Bandit instead of a Knight. I don't know. It's an unfamiliar deck to me, though. There is the P.E.K.K.A. Okay. I'm going to wait a moment and then cycle a Prince into this. I was thinking about going opposite lane while his Giant was out of cycle, but I thought this was a decent play. I'm worried about like Fisherman or something. I'm going to go Guards here to engage the P.E.K.K.A. and keep my Prince healthy, and I think that's going to pay dividends on this counter push. Nice. Okay, so we live here. You'll have to drop something on this. Yeah, Bandit, great answer. Eats the Prince charge. Incredibly well played. I'm going to drop a Giant in the back here and then go for a high Ice Spirit. Now, he's going to P.E.K.K.A. into this, probably. So what I want to do is get a Mega Minion and get a Prince down so we can DPS down his P.E.K.K.A. As quickly as possible. Right? Because he's like, oh, I want to defend this. If he doesn't play P.E.K.K.A., it's a win for us. If he does play a P.E.K.K.A., it's also a win for us because we're going to try and DPS it down with the Prince and the Mega Minion and stuff like that. So the goal is, like, sure, he defended and he dropped a P.E.K.K.A., but his Evo P.E.K.K.A. is out of hand, and we got poison value onto the tower. We got a lot of damage onto the tower, so we're happy with that. We're going to go for our Hunter and have our Evo Ice Spirit ready. Nice. Evo Ice Spirit, so good on defense, man. Look at this. It's disgusting. Cool. No problem. P.E.K.K.A. nerf should make it so that we don't actually eat a shot there, so we're chilling. I can also go for Kites in this matchup. Probably what I'm going to do, but if he's smart, he'll just, like, reactively play P.E.K.K.A.s to me. I think that's the proper, you know, play for him. Okay. Yeah, you can see he's not really cycling P.E.K.K.A.s, which, like I said, I believe that is the proper play. I don't want to cycle a Giant either. We just tiptoe around each other. I will take this poison, though. Yeah, he takes the lightning. We're just tiptoeing around each other, man. It's like a first date. We're just feeling each other out. Pause. Okay. Cycle Mega Minion. P.E.K.K.A. finally comes down, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go crazy here. We have our Evo Zap in cycle. It's time for us to be... It's time for us to go crazy. You know he has a Lightning, so we're going to save the Guards for defense. I'm going to take this poison. I'm going to go Zap. And we're going to go Guards because Guards don't really do anything, or Lightning doesn't really do much against Guards. That's nice. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to go set up a Kite here on this P.E.K.K.A. And Evo Ice Spirit as well. Now this Mega Minion is going to get a lot of value, which is good for us. Alright, we're going to take a poison. Just being really mindful with how and when we play Giants, just to avoid giving the P.E.K.K.A. too much value. That is when we start to run into problems. Nice. Hunter here should do a pretty decent job. Ice Spirit here will jump on the Ram Rider, and on top of that, Prince is going to pop off. Pretty good Zap by him. We're looking good, though. This is not the easiest matchup. I wasn't hoping to play against P.E.K.K.A. today with this deck, but... Oh, dash. Oh, that was such a big mistake. I can't believe he did that. He probably can't believe that he did it either. All right. Nice. If we play solid defense here with our Princes and everything, he probably won't be able to break through. My dog really wants to go outside, but I need to say, not now, Ollie. I'm sorry. We're just going to park this bus. Hunter's going to go boom. Just imagine if it was an Evo Hunter. Cool. Take this poison all day. Yeah, you can see, I can feel desperation coming out from him. The Prince is so hard to deal with if he doesn't go for a P.E.K.K.A. and bang! GG's. Beating P.E.K.K.A. with Giant. Just imagine if we had the Evo Hunter. We're going to hold it, and I'll see you in our final game. Into our final match of the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching me and engaging with the content. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I've been trying to upload daily videos every single day. Maybe some of you have noticed, or maybe some of you haven't, but thank you for supporting me. I'm really excited for next season, so let's see if we can end on the dub here. It always would feel good to end on a dub. I think we're going to be up here against 2.6. I could poison the Muskie. I think that's what I'm going to do. Don't know if I explicitly have a better play. We're going to get ready here. 2.6, man, with... or maybe it's Balloon Cycle, actually. Could be very likely as well. Nice. Predicted skeletons, or maybe just trying to cycle. No. I think it is going to be a Balloon Cycle. That's my guess. We're going to split guards here in case he goes for a minor. Ice Spirit and guards. Going to do a fairly good job. If this guy is very, very good, which seems like he might be... We might be in for a hard time breaking through, especially against Cannoneer and Musketeer. Next Musketeer is going to be Evo. We need to keep that in mind. Probably go for an Ice Golem in front to block this. Let's do this. I don't know. I don't think that was the best balloon. Maybe he didn't know that I had a Mega Minion. So because he's spending so much on that side, we're going to go ahead and go in here. Have our zap ready. We're going to zap on the skeletons. We're going to zap on the tower. And I expect to get some damage because those guards are not being splashed by the bomb tower. So I would like a little something here for my troubles. We'll see, though. I mean, like I said, if he defends really well, we're not going to get much. But we do get some giant damage. So that was because he went for the raw balloon. We got a really nice positive elixir trade. And we defended really cheaply with the guards against the bar barrel and the musketeer. So pretty good set of interactions. He probably saw me cycle the Hunter, and he's like, oh, like I can go in with the balloon, but didn't know that I had the Mega Minion. You do need to watch out for the Evo Muskie. I'm just going to poison it, honestly. Fine with me. And I'll Evo Ice Spirit here, and then we'll go for the guards. Some good poison. Musketeer goes down. We still have our both balloon answers in hand. I mean, imagine trying to break through with balloon against Hunter and Mega Minion. I gotta tell you, it's probably not fun. Okay. We survived. That's a great poison. I know it's not in the lane that like I'm going per se, but it's a great poison. It's hard to pass up on this. Evo Zap is ready for the Evo Skeletons. He went in at the same time. Made that difficult. I feel like I had to defend that, so. No Skeletons in cycle for him on defense, though, so he's going to eat that entire Prince, which is huge for us. We're going to go for a poison here. Yeah, feels bad, man. I mean, we don't even have the Evo Hunter. We're, like, destroying this guy. All right. Muskie's going to fall here. We're going to go guards. We're going to have our Hunter ready if he goes in, but I think my man knows that this situation is over. So we're going to give him the good game. I'm sure he's upset about the matchup, but that's this deck, man. It's a good deck. Evo Hunter next season, it's going to be great. We're going to hold that final W, and I'll catch y'all in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. Evo Hunter coming next season. I'm so excited for it. Looks really broken. It's going to be a little bit of a beatdown killer, but it's going to be fun. You know, it'll probably get emergency nerf like a week after it's released. So in that first week, get ready, have your decks ready, and like change is good. We like changes in meta. We like new things. So try one of these decks. Let me know if you enjoy it. And one final time, thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out.